Fuck! Let's get this stuff. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite. I am Jim Ross, here with Trini Kwan and with Wade Barrett. And today on Dynamite, we have the head of skill dealings and also the force setter of the women's division of the women's team, Gil Kim, in the ring. Well, what's she there for? What's she gonna talk about? Trini Kwan says. Well, to be earnest with you, we don't truly know. You know. To be earnest with you, I don't truly know, Trini Kwan said. Well, whatever it is, Wade Barrett said, it's probably going to be a good thing or a bad thing. You know? But I hope it's going to be a good thing. But you never know with Gil Kim, do you, Trini? You never know with Gil Kim, do you, Wade Barrett says. Well, alright, Gil Kim says. Gotta wait. Alright, Gil Kim says. So today I want to welcome everyone to TWF Dynamite. And first off, I have to say that I am truly happy with where we are going with the TWF Women's Division, TWF Women's Offshoot, and about how we're going back to how we once did things back in the day. I know we had a standard that was set back in 23rd between YL when I first came to the TWF, but that standard is somehow not being met. And I truly believe the standard needs to be met. Well, Gail, you're talking about a standard. A standard, right? What? Would that be, what standard would that be, Gail? Would that be the IW standard? Or would it be the AEW standard? Because we all know that it won't. Because we all know, Gail, that it won't be the WWE standard. Because we all know, Gail, we all know, Gail, that ever since you went back to IW in 2011 YL, you have done nothing but bitch and scave about how bad your time in WWE was. About how your 2 runs in WWE were bad. About how, you came to WWE in 2002 YL, but they sent you to OVW for half of your first run. Then you came to Raw, then you were in WWE from 2003 YL to 2004 YL, after you had your first round of OVW learning. Then they put you on Raw. You became the WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight winner before it was even a thing. Held it for about a month, maybe 3 weeks, then lost it to Molly Holly. You bitched about the unfairness of that. But then when you came back to WWE again from 2008 YL to 2011 YL, back to OVW again, but you were teaching wrestlers, but you didn't like that. So then you put on SmackDown. Didn't like how that went. Then you were put back on Raw. Had many runs for the WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight winnings, and what was the WWE Divas Heavyweight winnings, soon to become the WWE SmackDown Women's Heavyweight winnings. Never won any of them. Then you had 2 runs in TNAW. Yeah, We all know your 20. We all know your 2005 YL to 2008 YL run, and we know your 2011 YL run to now. Yeah, you bitched about how bad WWE handled you during your first two runs, and told everyone who would listen that you would never ever go back to WWE for no grounds. But then you start talking about how you wish you could wrestle Asuka and Kairi Singh and Io Shirai and who? Mia Ying and Xia Li and who? What else? The other one? Well, Gil, the only way you'll ever wrestle those other ones is if you go back to WWE, but you never will, Gil. You're too late set in your ways. Is there some grounds to this, Charlotte Flair? I mean, to be earnest with you, Charlotte Flair, you're not really anyone to be onlooked. Yes, you were born into the Flair kin. Yes, you were somehow offshooted between David Flair, the fuck up that never seemed to do very well in WCW or WWF or TNAW, your half brother that you never talk about. Or there was your younger brother Reed, who done very well in the amateur and very well in the beginner wrestling, you know. And he would have done something good, but then he died from a drug overdose. That was sad. God bless his soul. But somehow your sister Morgan, was it Megan? I don't know, Megan, who did not want to go into the wrestling business, unlike your half brother, like your father, your half brother, and I guess your brother would have. I don't know. So, you have only been in WWE for years. Yeah, I heard all about you, Charlotte Flair. How you went to WWE. How they sent you to NXT. About how you became the WWE NXT heavyweight winner after it was given up by Paige. How you went from NXT and you're put into WWE. And how you became the last WWE Divas heavyweight winner. And then you went on to win the WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight winnings many times. The WWE SmackDown Women's Heavyweight winnings many times. How you became a two-time WWE NXT Women Heavyweight winner. How you became a former WWE team winner. But it was never good enough for you, Charlotte. Never good enough for you. You see, Charlotte, you only been in WWE either being NXT Raw or SmackDown. And you say that I left because you were coming into the wrestling business? Charlotte, if you had dealt with the shit that I had to deal with, if you had to deal with Vince McMahon, Johnny Ace, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Stephanie McMahon, and everyone else saying, well, I don't really care. You didn't have to deal with them. Look, Gil, you're a fuck up. You might be a 7-time IW Women's Heavyweight winner, IW's Hall of Famer, and all that bullshit. But I want a fight. And if I beat you, Gil Kim, then it will show for once that WWE is greater than IW, greater than AEW, greater than ROH, greater than MLW, greater than NWA, greater than JCW, ZCW, and whatever, NJPW, AJPW, WW, WC, AAA, YU, and all those other fucktard wrestling businesses out there. Yeah. PWG, PWN, whatever. You're on, Rick. You're on, Charlotte Flair, because you got that same bullshit mindset that your father, your half-brother, your brother, and I'm sure your sister, and I'm sure your brother-in-law, Comrade Thompson, probably has too. Well, this is sad, because now Gil Kim is going to wrestle Charlotte Flair here on Dynamite. And this isn't going to be good. We're going to get a Fight Lord in here too. Well, Jim Ross said, I don't really think it had anything to do with WWE, IW, AEW, or the Flair kin, or Gail Kim, and how she was handled during her first 2 runs in WWE or in TNAW. Well, Jim Ross says, and I was in WWE those during the first 2 times Gail Kim was in WWE. Oh! Gail Kim a body slam. Striking a body slam on Charlotte Flair. Yeah, Jim Ross, you brought Gail Kim into the WWE back in 2002, YL, didn't ya? Wade Barrett said, but you didn't really give 2 shits about her. And Johnny Ace brought Gail Kim in WWE in 2008, YL, but at the end of the day, you didn't give 2 shits about it. Gail Kim wants to get ready. Don't you even start that shit, Trini Kwan said. Don't guilt Jim Ross about how Gail Kim was handled and her first run in WWE. If you want to guilt Johnny Ace about how he handled it, good. And Gail Kim is about to do. You know, Jim Ross says, I had nothing to do with Gail Kim and what happened to her in her first 2 runs in WWE. Except bringing her into WWE in 2002, YL. Johnny Ace brought her in 2008, YL. Right now, Gail Kim right now want to do the eat the feet. Charlotte Flair just gave Gail Kim that boot that she's always done. Charlotte Flair putting Gail Kim in the figure 8, figure 4, but she offshooting it and calling it the figure 8. And many great wrestlers worked that. Buddy Rogers, Bobby Mandel, Greg Valentine, Jeff Jarrett, The Miz. Many wrestlers offshooted that hold over the years. Ronnie Granger. Wait a minute. It's Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley just showed up. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not done with you. Why the fuck is that Anlander doing there for? Eat the feet. Gail Kim just made Charlotte Flair eat the feet. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Gail Kim. Gail Kim has beat Charlotte Flair here on Dynamite with the help of the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner, Rhea Ripley, Jim Ross said. That's sad. Wade Barrett said, that's sad that Gail Kim had to beat Charlotte Flair with the help of Rhea Ripley. Well, I tell you right now, Charlotte Flair has no one but to guilt her. No one. She cannot guilt anyone but her. It cannot guilt anyone, only herself. She chose to take the eyes off of what she chose to go after Rhea Ripley. So if she takes the loss, she can't guilt it on Rhea Ripley. She can guilt it on herself, Trini Kwan said. Well, that's right, Wade Barrett said. But Rhea Ripley had no business being down there, even if she's a TWF Women's Heavyweight winner or not. And now we know the Big Lots offshoot we know the Ole's offshoot of Charlotte Flair can't really stand in the ring very well without a stand. Guilt that on the folks at Jack, then. You know what, Gail Kim? You only beat me because of Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley, you're only the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner because you got lucky. But everyone's luck runs out. And so yours did, bitch. You know what? I can take losses. Losses don't ache me. But I know all about you, Gail Kim, and all about you, Rhea Ripley. I know how losses eat at you. So, you think that means that IW is greater than WWE? Or AEW greater than WWE? Bullshit, Gail Kim. You only beat me because of Rhea Ripley. And I'll tell you what now, Rhea Ripley, me and you are not done. And I want another fight with you, Gil Kim. And when I get my hands on you, Rhea Ripley, I'm going to become a three-time TWF Women's Heavyweight winner. Well, at the end of the day, I'm sure Rhea Ripley is probably happy about what she did, you know. And I understand Gorilla Monsoon now is going to talk with Rhea Ripley. Yes, Jim Ross, I'm going to be talking with Rhea Ripley here. Rhea Ripley, you happen to put yourself in a fight between Gil Kim and Charlotte Flair when the fight had nothing to do with you. Oh, yeah, I know that. You know, Charlotte Flair seems to think that she's a queen, she's a Kyron. She seems to think that she's unbeatable and unstoppable. She seems to think that she's the greatest women wrestler out there, but she's not. And her running down Gil Kim like she did, saying that Gil Kim went to TNAW the first time and a 2-4 time out of Charlotte Flair coming into WWE is bullshit. And you know something? Gil Kim beats you, Charlotte Flair. The Reckoning book will say that. It's not going to have anything to do with me. It's not my mistake that you took your eyes off of dealing with Gil Kim and dealt with me. And you know something? If you were this all unbeatable, unstoppable Queen Kyron, you would not even give two shits that I was out there. Well, Rhea Ripley, you do know Charlotte Flair is going to be coming after you, and she's going to be coming after Gil Kim again. Yeah. Well, I do know that. Gorilla Monsoon. I do know that, Gorilla Monsoon. And I don't care. Because I'll be ready for her. Just like I know Gil Kim will be ready for Charlotte Flair. You know? I did what I had to do. You know? Now Charlotte Flair can bitch about how she lost to me. And she can also bitch about how she lost to Gil Kim. Well, that was my talk with Rhea Ripley, the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner. Back to you, Jim Ross. Well, thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Rhea Ripley here on Dynamite. But we don't know if we're going to get another fight here or not. You know, but it looks like it is all the time we got here for Dynamite. I am Jim Ross for Trini Kwan and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Dynamite or Fire Shot or Blow Up, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact or Strike or Hit.